welcome to a Session 0 episode where we're going to build some characters, learn the mechanics, and do a little bit of gameplay for our upcoming fun shot, to be named, playing Critterforce 5. My name's Jackie, and I'm joined by some familiar voices. Who's going to go first?
Okay, I'm Matt. I'm playing a critter today, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I'm Dan, and I specifically waited as long as I could to make Matt go first.
Always your downfall.
And we are also joined by a guest today, and I am very excited to introduce Dicey Vim to the show.
Yay.
Welcome, Dicey.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here and play with you guys.
Now, where can people find your content, Dicey?
So that you can find me on Twitch. We stream spooky games on Sundays and board games on Mondays. So if you want to come hang out, come find me at twitch.tv/diceyvim.
Fancy.
So fun. I'm just impressed that you do horror stuff because I am not a fan of jump scare anything. So I find that like a superpower. You have a superpower that I do not possess.
Sometimes the horror is just watching me play a game poorly.
Welcome to the club.
And what's your favorite game you've played recently?
Well, I've been playing Hollow Knight for like 6 months, so I feel like that should count for something, but in video games, I always say Little Misfortune, and lately I've been really enjoying Pergola for board games. It's kind of a cozy resource management gardening game.
Ooh.
Oh, don't tell her that.
I helped.
That's right up my alley. Yeah, I picked up Harmonies recently and really like that.
It's a good one. If I may, there's one place I play a lot, which is on Board Game Arena, which is a digital platform where you can play board games like Harmonies and Pergola. And so if you guys ever want to play there, hit me up. Be happy to play games with you.
Ooh,
You say
fun.
that now. Wait till the end of the episode.
Aggressive invites to games. You're stuck with me now.
Get it all out.
All right. Now today we will be playing Critterforce 5 by Groove Games, which is a game about an all-star team of squirrels, raccoons, and every other kind of critter conducting daring dairy heists, assaults for acorns, and literal honeypots, all while trying to keep their inner ferociousness from ruining the mission. The core mechanics are based on the Breathless game system by Fari RPGs, which utilizes a standard set of polyhedral dice that decrease in value every time a skill or item is used. If you ever wanted to play Reservoir Dogs or replace Tom Cruise with a chipmunk, now's your chance. And if you want to check out Critterforce 5 or more from Groove Games for yourself, you can at Groove, Groov, -games.itch.io, where they have a variety of games and supplementary resources for your tabletop, including many for Grimwild, a streamlined, character-driven cinematic fantasy RPG. We'll have a link in the show notes and on our website, natfunpodcast.com. Players, are you ready to go feral?
Yeah.
Only if I can also go rabid.
Yeah!
That's an option. I'm counting so we can roll for these.
So I'm excited for this one. We had kind of talked if you guys wanted to pre-build your characters or just randomly roll for them. But do you guys want to do characters first or game mechanics first?
Characters, I feel like. I always like building the character first and then get into the setting.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if anyone else has a strong opinion, it's fine.
I'm good either way.
All right, so for our critters, we can either just pick a fun animal, or there is a D12 list that you can roll for. So I know what some of our dice goblins are going to do.
Roll, but I
Dan?
will re-roll dog or cat because I want something a little more exciting than that.
Yeah, and I almost feel like we should re-roll Escaped Zoo Animal just because we just released Superheroes, but this is going to come out a couple months later, so maybe not.
It'll be fine.
I was thinking there's so many options. Like you could be a giant anteater or something like that, so that's not too bad.
Sloth bear.
And I'm excited for this one because I was a zookeeper for 15 years, so any game involving animals and animal behavior is like my jam.
Can you be a cloud of cockroaches in a trench coat?
Oh,
That's terrifying.
3 goblins in a trench coat. Yep. Nice.
right.
All right.
D12-ish.
Do you want to solve the roll?
Go for it. Anyone that wants to roll and not just pick from the list, let's go for it. And we'll go. Oh, there it is. There's the one.
What did we get? Oh, come on, man.
He's a fluffy little bunny. Come on.
Big pointy
Bunny
teeth. Fine.
Yeah, so we'll go. How about we go highest to lowest for our
There you
rolls?
All right, well, that means I get to go first.
Sweet.
I rolled an 8, and so I am going to be a cat.
She's going to turn on us for sure.
No, she's just aloof and makes us do everything.
I rolled a 2, so I will be a squirrel.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
And I rolled a 1. Shocking, I know. I am a rabbit.
We'll see how long till you become a rabbit.
Rabbit. I know, I was hoping for Trash Panda, but what are you going to do?
Can your special item be a
possum.
holy hand grenade?
But they have to count to
Cannot
5.
What do you think my 12 is?
I am a ferocious beast. So now that you have your animals, and now you guys get to assign some skills to your animals. So this is based on the Breathless game system. So every time you roll a dice, either for an item or for a skill check, that dice value is going to go down. So unlike other games like D&D, where you always send the rogue in because they can roll 35 every time they need to sneak somewhere, every time you do something, you get worse at it because you are under stress and pressure to not just lose your little wild mind as you're trying to do these heists. So that means that you are going to assign 1d10, 1d8, and 1d6 to 3 of your skills. The remaining 3 will be at a d4, the lowest possible dice rating you can go down to. So, thinking about your creatures, Dicey, where do you think you're going to drop your d10 and your d8?
I'm not super familiar with this system. I would love to watch them create first, if that's all right.
Absolutely. Let's flip it then. We'll go reverse. We'll go with the number 1 first. So Matt,
Poop.
where are you going to put your d10 and your d8 on your little bunny there? So the 6 skills in this game are fight, which is described as scratch, shoot, and attack. Move, which is run, jump, and climb. Slick, which is hide, skulk, and observe. Talk, charm, lie, and scare. Think, know, analyze, and find. Or tools, tinker, break, or use.
Right. So I'm a rabbit. I don't know what my job is yet, but I'm thinking I just would not be fair if I didn't move my 10. What was slick again?
Hide, skulk, and observe.
That sounds like me. I'll do that as my 8, and I think I'll do fight as my 6. And then everything else will be a D4. So the talk's a 4, think's a 4, sounds about right for all my characters. Tools is a 4, sounds about right for all my characters.
Nice. You're not going to go with the little bunny with the doe eyes charm tactic?
I thought about it. I've got to. I'm still formulating in my little brain. We'll see.
You're good. I'm just envisioning getting some really pretty background music. Every time you're like, I look at them and I open my eyes and
Full Puss in Boots, yes.
yeah. All right. So you've got your skills on your critter. What about you, Dan?
So squirrel, I was thinking move would be 10 because they're just all over the place. But beyond that, see, now I was thinking of creating the anti-squirrel, something that's not, it doesn't behave like a squirrel, so it's the oddball squirrel. So I don't know here. I was debating because I don't think they really think or analyze well, find things well. They always lose their squirrel or lose their nuts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like they break things a lot. They don't really use tools that much, so oof. Do we just
Well,
go
have
with
you
those
seen
when
the
they-
video of the engineer that like made the squirrel ninja course?
Yeah.
And how it only took a couple days for it to like figure it all out?
All right. So let's do that. Yeah, I'll try to weight towards those other things. So let's go with an 8 on tools and a 6 on think.
Nice. And as we continue the character development, if you guys pick like your super skill and other stuff and you want to change, like absolutely. We don't need to hardcore stick to it if you guys want to adjust.
No backseas.
Yeah. Usually no, but we're early.
Yeah, we'll see what the dice say. All right, what about you, Dicey? For your kitty cat.
I think it'd be fun to do like tools as the D10. Just because I feel like cats get into everything.
That's fair.
D8 for talk, because what cat does not yell at you?
Also fair.
And what does think do again?
A no, analyze, or find. And you've also got fight and move.
And slick.
And slick, yeah, I guess. Hide, skulk, observe. Oh, I said slick, did we?
I did.
Oh, you did slick. Okay.
Yep, you know the adage, slick as a rabbit. I don't know if that's an adage either.
Quickly like a bunny. Beast.
Let's do fight.
Nice.
Nice.
And I should have mentioned in the journal tab, so if you go out of the chat into that book with the stars on it symbol in Roll20, underneath your tokens, which we probably won't use much, there are a couple of expandable menu items. One is character creation, which has a picture of your character sheet, as well as the critter skills, the talents listed. And then underneath that is roll tables as well as rules. So if you ever need to reference anything, I tried to screenshot all the little bits and bobs so that you didn't always have to have the full PDF up. If that's helpful, if not, no worries. All right, so there are a couple other terms that we should be aware of in this game, which are going feral, wild out, and in the zone. So in Breathless, if you roll really bad on stuff, you can get consequences. And those consequences can be changes in the landscape, they can be an additional challenge added, all sorts of stuff. You don't have hit points that you manage, but you do get essentially stress points. And if your critter obtains 4 stress points, they become ferocious, which means if you fail a dangerous action after that, you could be taken out, or you could go completely feral, which is taking you out of the narrative or just going absolutely bananas. You can reduce your stress level by doing a mechanic called Wild Out, which in other Breathless games is called Catch Your Breath. And this one it's called Wild Out. It resets all of your skills to their original rating. So any of the dice that have been decreasing as we're playing, if you wild out, they reset. The critters have to follow their basic instincts and wild out for a few minutes. When you come to your senses, you do clear 2 stress and reset your dice. Generally, this is a bad idea for professionals conducting a tedious operation, so something bad is bound to happen. So you can do it in conflict or during a heist, but is going to add extra stuff to the situation. I think in prehistoric portals, everyone had gone up to like a rooftop little patio area, and they decided to catch their breath there. So I rolled for a complication, and it was there's a dinosaur there you didn't even know was there before, and a T-Rex found its baby on the rooftop. So it could get pretty crazy. The other cool thing in this game system is that you do have like a super special ability that you can use, which is in the zone, which gives you a D12 to roll instead of a skill check. And you can use it whenever. So unlike other game systems where it's a defined spell or a particular skill, like, oh, well, you're good at quick, so you can only use it on a quick roll. You can just say, I'm going to be in the zone for this one, and describe whatever super cool movie moment you want to do. Automatic D12. With that, there is an optional rule, and you guys can find this in the character creation portion of the journal tab, which is talents. As an optional rule, when critters are created, they can pick a unique talent usable once in the session. So I wanted to ask you guys if we feel that these would be in addition to in the zone or part of in the zone. I think in other games you actually had a skill that was like your archetype. There's a big old list of them here that give you like an extra thing you can do once.
Yeah, it's an addition because they're not at 12, so it's gonna be like a bonus you can add at one time to one of your rolls.
All right. Does anybody have any that are calling their name now that they know what their little critter is?
I don't know. If we had a 1d28, we could roll for it.
How many are in there?
I think 28. I might have miscounted, but I'm pretty sure.
I counted 3.
I got 25.
25.
25.
So apparently
Wow,
no
there's
one
the
can
difference, huh?
And this is where you kind of get to decide the personality of your character a little bit. And again, if you want to, move some of those dice values around to match the type of character that you want, this is a good way to do it. And we'll do in our session 0, we'll get to do a little bit of role play as well as the characters. And again, after the session 0, if you're like, ooh, I was trying to make this guy like a really smooth talker and he was going to be the getaway driver and it just didn't feel quite right, I want to switch. Totally doable. We're all about NatFun here.
Oh, that's pretty good. But let's
I know there's some good ones here. It's hard to pick.
Well, and I like some of the titles on them.
Yeah.
Like, some of them are pretty good. Like, Suave Distractions. When I use Slick while stealing, I add +2. Like, cool. And you get to use it once. So you don't get, this isn't a, universal bonus. But then there's one called Duct Tape Savant. Like,
Yeah,
what?
that's the one I was really looking at. But you may have inspired me. The adorable kids always like me. In fact, I can kind of communicate with the gross little bastards.
Ew.
Rabies mode for Dan.
I'm thinking either Shadow or Slippery.
Nice.
Ooh. Both I feel are very fitting for a squirrel.
I just feel like Slippery because I've seen squirrels fall from the tree, hit the ground, and run away. Just like nothing happens. So I think I'll go Slippery. Let's just do it that one.
Nice.
I kind of want to do It Was Me All Along. When I'm in the zone, I could reveal that an NPC was actually me in disguise.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
amazing.
Well, and I have to sidebar and ask, Dicey, since you are a cat, have you happened to have read Dungeon Crawler Carl?
I do. I was thinking of Princess Donut.
You're surrounded by crawler friends here.
Excellent. I've just started book 3, so.
Oh, me too. And 3 is the best so far by a long shot.
Is it? Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Total sidebar.
Sorry.
All of us are reading it, and so I was like, ooh, cat, I should ask this question.
Okay, I'm stuck between the... where was it? What was the one I was tailing?
Adorable.
Adorable or I Know a Guy.
Well, you can always roll a dice.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, evens is adorable. Odds, I Know a Guy. Yeah, adorable. It was meant to be. I'm a frickin' rabbit.
I'm kind of torn on We're All Friends here, because when I'm in the zone, I can put a stop to anything with all attention on me, at least for a moment.
That's a
Oh,
very
that's pretty
cat
good.
thing.
Very cat.
That's very cat-like. Yeah, it's funny. There's so many that are, like, quite fitting. Like, there's not just one that's like, oh, obviously that was written for the whatever. I also like the looks important. When I use tools to sabotage or break things, I add +2.
That looks important. There's your problem.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with We're All Friends here.
Nice.
Love it.
I am going to switch around, though, if we're going to do because I do think something Princess Donut-y would be kind of fun. But I was thinking of maybe calling her, like, Lady Pound Cake, because she will beat you up, but also talk you to death.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Mongo approves. That's awesome. All right, so we've got some skills assigned to our critters. We've got talents picked out.
Yeah, I'm just going to switch the order on some of my talents. Make fight the D10, talk the D8, and tools the D6.
Sounds good.
I've been called the D6 tool before.
D5 at best. Come on, Matt.
Hey, I didn't say there were modifiers. There were.
Can we call that the old Allen wrench?
Jeez. All right, so we've got our skills. We've got our talents selected. Let's have you guys pick up a piece of equipment in the session 0, and if you don't, we'll roll for that before episode 1, because that's fun to roll for that stuff in the moment if you're good with that.
Yeah.
I think we've got our character sheet built. How are you guys feeling with your skills and talents?
Good. We gotta pick our names.
Yep.
It's always a struggle for me.
In real life, whenever I have a pet, they are nameless until I know their personality. And I struggle when I make characters to not do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with Lady Poundcake as the
It's
cat's
so good.
name.
Yeah.
It's
great.
fantastic.
But I was trying to decide if I want to be a Sphinx cat, so it's also like a chicken running around. But it would be fun to be fluffy. I've also forgotten all
It's so
cat breeds.
fluffy.
Well, and I have to ask, with a name like Lady Poundcake, is that also like a little tongue-in-cheek humor that it's either a super skinny cat or like one of those cats that they're walking and then they lay down and they take up the entire hallway as they like flatten themselves across the floor?
Yeah, like a Maine Coon. That was the other way I was gonna go. I was either gonna go with a with a Sphinx cat or a Maine Coon.
That's awesome. What you thinking there, Matt and Dan?
I'm Googling things now because
Oh,
Lady
God.
Poundcake was so good. I was just gonna go like Sid, but now it feels like that's
Sid's good. Sid's good. Oh God, what was the guy with the coconuts in Monty Python?
Patsy.
Patsy.
Patsy. I was thinking Patches. Patsy. Not sure that fits.
Speedy Pete.
Speedy Pete.
Nice.
Nickel.
Wow.
Can you work nickel into your bunny's name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Well, I'm trying to decide, is he like Brooklyn Bunny or is he more like Appalachia Bunny? So that's kind of where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go. But I think Patches lets me go both ways, since we couldn't figure out Patsy and we said Patches. I kind of like that.
All right.
Did we have a Patches in Goat
Oh, your goat was
Crashers?
Patch. No, Aaron was Patches.
Aaron's was.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I was Panic. I was Satanic Panic.
That's right. Goat Crashers. I was
So
nobody.
good.
So that's why I don't remember.
You were the Goat Master.
I was the party.
That was the whole party, man.
Well, we'll move on. I'll come up with something. I'm struggling on this and I don't want to hold anybody else up. It's not that important,
You're
but
good.
it is.
How dare you take time to be creative?
I know. Yeah, I have all day for that.
All right, so we've got names, and do you guys have an idea of what your characters look like? I know that Dicey, you were saying you're thinking Maine Coon or Sphinx.
Mm-hmm. There's no in between on that. You gotta choose one or the other.
Yeah, those are opposite scales. How old is your cat?
7. Actually, we could roll for it, I guess.
Roll a
And
D100.
14. Yeah, roll a 20, you get 14.
Yeah, I was like, actually, it'd be so fun to be like an ancient lady cat named Lady Poundcake.
I'm down with that. That's great.
Nice.
You youngins.
Actually, that would explain why she doesn't have any movement ability either. Let's make her. Actually, we'll do it after my cat. Let's have her be 18.
Oh, God.
Nice. All right, what about Speedy Pete? What does Speedy Pete look like?
I think Speedy Pete is a smaller squirrel, and I mean, all the squirrels I know are either gray or brown, so we'll go with that. But I think he's got a really short fur, which helps cut down that drag on him. So he's just a little faster because of his shorter fur.
I feel like I'm debating on mine being the black and white bunny or just being a black bunny. I'm thinking he might be. My first instinct was the black bunny, but I kind of want to be a little mangy. It's been a little rough go. So I'm thinking he's like that tricolor, but you can't tell if the color's color or if he's just beat up. So I think he's going to go with like the black, white, and brown, but some of it may not be really fur. I'm still working on the name, but we'll get there. Black, white, brown. Yes.
Nice. As far as heists and such go, I do have a heist prepared for you guys that I'll drop some really fun little hints for you guys to get nudged in that direction for our session 0. But there are some roll tables available in Critterforce 5, including a mission location roll table and a job roll table. But I wanted to ask you guys, for the mission location, I think they're pretty diverse. They work pretty well, in my opinion. But if there's any additional locations you'd like to add to that list, we can just expand on it, and I can add more for our main episodes if you so choose.
These are pretty good.
I like those. Like, looking at the mission location list, I think those are great. Also, I googled some things, and Lady Pound Cake is going to be 12. And a Sphinx cat.
Nice. All right, so we'll stick with the mission locations. I'm hoping for High Value Auction or Federal Agency HQ, personally. What's your guys' number one hope?
I mean, personally, I would like a food truck festival.
yeah, they're all so good. Some are, the wedding ceremony has something for me in there, and
oh yeah,
the high value auction.
I think I like the high value auction, the wedding ceremony, because there's a chance I get to flip a cake. And also a food truck festival, just because then we can ask all of the food truck names.
Nice.
That's wontons and more, okay?
So this might not make it into the episode, but I did talk briefly with Matt about opening a food truck.
Oh, God.
And I really like pho, which is spelled P-H-O. And I thought that would be a great type of a food truck for the winters here. It's like wintertime, go downtown, serve this great soup. You can, pre-make the broth in bulk and have it be like Subway. You can pick and choose your drop-ins for your pho. But I was trying to think of a clever name. And Matt likes to smoke meat and do barbecue as a hobby. So he's like, oh, well, I could do smoked meats with the pho. It could be this really cool, fusion. And it's like, pho Q. And he made no connection to what he said. And I was like, oh, really? You want to open a food truck named Fuck You?
You'd have so much business.
And our second location, fuck you too.
Sorry. It had to be said. All right.
Awesome.
So the other roll table I wanted to ask you guys about was the job roll table. Now, for me, these jobs are not very descriptive. I didn't know if you guys wanted to have a goal roll table of the item you're looking for, or if you like these jobs, or if you have more you want to add, because I want you guys to be able to help build the story. The cool thing about these games is they are pretty quick, dirty, grab and go, theater of the mind, run with it, roll with it. If you don't have the descriptor you need, there's a table for that. So what are your guys' thoughts on the jobs?
I read the job as it's our individual role. Like someone's the muscles, someone's the brains. So is that incorrect? You're saying it's...
No, that makes complete sense, and I think that I interpreted it wrong.
I was just thinking of Ocean's 11, and they have a list of,
yeah,
gotta have everyone for the job.
Well, I was thinking of leverage. You got the grifter and the fixer and the hacker.
That makes sense. Then my question would be, what are some heists that you guys want to go on? Do you want to just come up with them organically through the gameplay and just throw out based on the location what you want to do? Or do you guys want to have a roll table for your heist planning?
I think the location's going to define the heist, but that's me. I'm totally down for a roll table, but I just don't feel like we're going after a painting at a wedding. I just don't know.
It's the live painting, so we have to tackle the painter mid-ceremony.
We have to abduct Bob Ross. It must be done. Happy little hooligans.
It's Bob Raccoon. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Nice. All right, cool. I just wanted to check because I try and just kind of get a vibe check and give you guys as much ownership of the descriptions and the gameplay and stuff as we can within the game. And that's hilarious that I interpreted the job wrong. I was like, this doesn't make sense. No, Dan, that makes complete sense, and I am a dummy.
I will say I think that this is like Lady Poundcake's last job. Like, this is her final score before she retires.
Yeah, she's 3 days from retirement.
Nice.
Bring him here, I'll punch it or talk it to death. Whatever.
I will lay on it to death. That's great.
All right, are there any other questions, suggestions, or thoughts on character creation, heists, or anything else you guys would love to make sure that we do in this game?
I would just say, how do we all know each other? I assume maybe we're all in the same yard, and Lady Poundcake's like we're in the house or the yard of her house, something along the lines, like, because we'd have to have some sort of. Or is this just like we're out in nature and we are all just animals? But once I hear cat, I think domesticated. She sounds domesticated.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? The cat distribution system allowed me to acquire a home of great wealth. I mean, if one of you guys wants to be the brains, you could have been like the person, like we talked about Ocean's 11 earlier. You could be like the Danny of that and be like, I need a team.
Yeah. I've got the flashing of everything coming together in my head. It's really terrible.
So would that be the adorable bunny or the slick squirrel?
Yeah.
Or Speedy Pete, the squirrel?
Maybe
One more jab.
I can see Speedy Pete because squirrels are collectors. They're just always
they're
losing everything they collect. So every time I get something, I lose it, misplace it.
Is one of your heists going to be finding your own score from a previous heist?
Like a dog lost a bone. I'm leaning towards the bunny being kind of like a grizzled street like mobster, but like in the middle of his career, but totally disenchanted. One more jab. Yay.
So basically you went to the retirement home and were like, hey, who wants to go do crimes?
Yeah, I was trying to think because you've already got the shtick of being like the last job. This is guy who's just like middle management, middle age, full just like, I need some spice into life.
Is your bunny an enforcer, but you're adorable, and so you hate the fact that you're adorable?
Yes, that's kind of where my brain's going. Like they said, I go up to these kids and they touch me and they pet me and they like me and it's awful. So I just got to come up with a good kind of Brooklyn-y bunny name. Midlife crisis, midlife lull, just kind of a street enforcer trying to climb the ladder, looking for a score. So I'm about this.
You could do something kind of mobby like Boom Boom Bruno.
Your name just be Boomer. Something
Boomer, that's good. That's
a
good.
good bunny name.
That's not bad. That's on the top of the list. I like that. Boom Boom Boomer. That's good. What's that name? It just totally left me. It's kind of a typical Italian name, but it kind of has. Oh God. It's all right. Keep going. I'll be here. I'm in the back.
I think we'll need more than just a typical Italian name.
Yeah, it's
Babba-da-bee-ba-da-boo.
Botticelli.
Botticelli. Vincenzo. Hey.
Spaghetti.
Buncenzo.
Oh, Buncenzo?
Nicholas.
That's fantastic.
Vincenzo. Everybody call me Vicky, all right?
Well, there's Vinny. That's like a very mobster Italian.
Yeah, no, the one I'm thinking is it starts with an N, but it's not Nikki. It's totally
Nikolai?
name.
Nico?
No, it's kind of one of those weird ones that I can't. I'll get it. I'll do some looking here.
Nebuchadnezzar.
That's champagne.
All right. Well, if we've got the start of our characters, we've got our locations, we're good with the jobs list, I think we're pretty good to roll into our session 0. What do you guys think?
Are we rolling on the jobs list or just picking something?
I wonder, it's up to you guys if you want to just have a permanent roll or if you would roll your jobs for each individual heist.
It may vary depending upon what the heist is, because we may not need wheels in one, but another we may.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'd say we'll have to figure it out, I think, as we go along. Just to keep it flexible, because I don't want to be typecast.
All right. And I think the point of how do you guys know each other is pretty good. So
Yeah.
Speedy Pete wanted to get everyone together. You're like the quick talker. You're losing stuff. You're always grabbing new stuff. That kind of makes sense with that squirrel brain. What made Lady Poundcake want to trust this fast-talking squirrel? Or maybe
Probably
we need
she
to ask
gave
Dan
him-
for his pitch. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Man.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, are you going to pitch me? Let's hear the pitch.
Well, I recognize that in her current state, maybe she's not that formidable of an opponent, but back in her younger time, she might have had the opportunity to run me down and tear me into bits there. So I've always made it a point to kind of share with her, leave her little, I guess, sorry, brain fart.
Do you do the reverse of Cats where you leave her presents?
That's what I was thinking, is I bring her presents just to basically kind of buy her favor. So she has more of an interest in keeping me alive. And then I think that kind of relationship could have grown into, together we could get more.
Nice. What do you think about that, Lady Poundcake?
That sounds perfectly acceptable.
Perfect.
What's funny is I also thought gifts.
Well, with a little, underhanded group, people with a little bit of history, I figure that my rabbit, I think I'm leaning towards Nikki Nichols.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nikki is just, from the neighborhood, and he, I want to say this neighborhood's not even New York. He just talks like this because he thinks it's cool.
Is it like Southern California?
Yes. Yes.
We're in Southern California.
Yes, and he talks like this. And he wants to be a street thug, and his career is going nowheres. And you guys, he knows there's something going on that he wants in.
That's awesome.
So I just imagine that we're chatting, and I'm talking to Speedy Pete, and out of like a tree falls Nikki Nichols going, "I'm in."
Hey, I'm down. Let's go. Ow.
I think that's perfect.
There's no context, nothing.
So I won't ask for it in the session 0. But after you guys pull off your first heist, I will ask by episode 1 what your group's name is. So I will throw that out to you now just to be stewing on that in the back of your mind. What does your base of operations look like? So since it's Lady Poundcake's yard, what does the space look like? Where do you guys actually meet up to describe stuff and make the next plan?
I kind of want Lady Poundcake to describe her house and setting, so we could go from there. Because I don't know, do you have a catio? Or are you allowed to be indoor, outdoor?
I was thinking it was under her porch, maybe was her hideout, but yeah.
Is that below her though? I don't know. So
yeah, that's the only thing. It's a good point. When you started doing that, I was like, "No, that's you kind of got something there." Yeah, full catio.
You guys are
Catatorial.
deeply underestimating the cat distribution system. She did not choose a middle class family. What about there's a sad fake pond and we get like kind of wedged into a hole in the back that they just kind of hid because no one can see back there, so we're like meeting behind a quote unquote waterfall, but it's actually like a
Nice.
styrofoam hole.
That's awesome.
Yes. She's a regular lady of the lake and everything.
I will throw swords at you, hence the tools ability.
What do you
Oh,
guys
this is
call your
great.
hideout? The grotto?
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Grotto. Let's go with that.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I couldn't not say this. It's probably not good, but I couldn't go away from a group name that just incorporates the word ferocious.
Formerly Ferocious.
Formally, the ferocious formals. Yeah, we need something like red here.
The Ferocious 5 minus 2.
Yes, it's like the Mighty Nine, but there's 7.
Well, that's a good play. It is Critterforce 5, so
Yeah,
throwing
I
the
was gonna
5
say,
in there is
Ferocious
funny
5
too.
is actually right where my brain went, and I couldn't. I was like, but there's only 3 of us, but it sounds better. It's all
Yeah,
about
it does.
branding.
It's more intimidating, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's about branding.
It keeps
other
them
two are in
guessing.
the-
There could be. They count 3. There could be 2 more somewhere else around here.
Yes.
So.
The other 2 are in the van.
They don't need to know where the other 2 are. It's fine, we've got backup.
Yes,
Or,
yeah.
what is it? We've got guys? That was an ability?
You got guys.
We've got a guy.
Yeah. I know a
Bro.
guy. I know a guy.
Nice. All right, well, I think we've got all the makings of a nice crew, a sweet hideout, and a good spot to plan for a heist. Are you guys ready for our session 0 to
Let's
test out
do
these
it.
I was gonna
characters?
say, I thought that was our outro you just did.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because I thought this was a great turning point to launch into our gameplay portion of the session 0. So are you guys ready to describe your ambiance, your core self, and where you're meeting to plan your next heist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go.
Yeah. Should we roll some dice to see who goes first, or does someone want to just take the lead?
I could jump in here, I'll say. Our hideout is called the Grotto. It is a styrofoam landscape rock that is immediately adjacent to a pond. It hides some valves, so occasionally you'll hear them turn off and on. There'll be a loud hiss that's a little disruptive when you're trying to host the meeting, but we've kind of figured out the timing now. It happens early in the mornings. I myself, I am a squirrel named Speedy Pete. I'm smaller, short fur, got a mixture of gray-brown fur, and I'd say just a short, fluffy tail. I'm on the smaller side, but I make up for my size with my speed and agility.
Nice. And I'll be playing Nicky Nichols, the rabbit. He's a a tricolored bunny, but you don't know how much of that color is dirt and shame. It's been a rough go. It's not the years, it's the mileage. He's trying to be a street goon, really work his way up. And he talks like this, but he's not even from New York. He's he just talks like this because it's supposed to, because he's a thug.
And I'm Lady Poundcake. I'm a delightful, beautiful Sphinx cat. And I'm particularly skilled in tools. I'm an excellent speaker. And if you cross me, you will be getting a slice of pound cake.
Oh man, guys, she already has a catchphrase.
I know, damn
You
it.
slice of
She
pound
has
cake,
stepped
eh?
it up above you. You're fired.
Bada bing. There you go.
So I'm really excited. You guys have some really fun characters here. And one of the things we like to do in our session 0s is just let everyone just test out the mechanics a little bit. So I do have a heist idea that I rolled for you guys, but you all need to get some inspiration for what that heist might be. So I'm going to ask, first off, let's just roll a d20, and that'll choose our kind of initiative order, which is not really a thing in the game. We're just going to do it. And then each of you can tell me where you're going to go to try and get some inspiration for a heist. And we'll do a roll or two to test these mechanics for you to get a little bit of intel.
Well, I was pretty stoked. I rolled a 17 for the old rabbit. But
Lady Poundcake rolled a 19.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speedy Pete also rolled a 19, so he needs to re-roll.
Roll off, roll off.
Oh no. Speedy Pete rolls a 3. Oh no!
Nat 20.
Ah!
Ladies
So-
first.
Ladies for there's your catchphrase.
The whole list of catchphrases. It's not there.
All right. So, Lady Poundcake, can you describe where you live a little bit? Maybe give us a brief snapshot of what you look like in the mirror when you're looking at your morning affirmations, which I assume, based on how you describe Lady Poundcake, is potentially something she might do. And then can you tell us where you might go to get some inspiration for a heist?
Sure. Lady Poundcake awakes with the warmest part of the morning sun. She has a sun bed in the window that is quite fluffy. Her servants make her a decadent breakfast as she then has a post-breakfast grooming session in front of the mirror where she admires her absolutely flawless skin. She'll then take a stroll about the garden and probably take a walk down the street, admiring the trees and flowers and things in the neighborhood to see what she can see. A number of her neighbors do not leave their windows closed, so she can see televisions, people, cars, targets, if you will.
Nice. Now, because we've got some lovely 80s style music playing right now in our background, as you're walking around the neighborhood, I think you described Lady Poundcake as having a fairly wealthy servants and compound that she resides in. So, nice manicured lawns, you've got some high-end cars, and of course you have the speedwalkers, those two ladies that just chit-chat about everything going on, and I'm envisioning the total 80s power walking suits, little 1 pound hand weights that do absolutely nothing. Very short, very permed hair. What does Lady Poundcake call them? And I'm going to say maybe their names are like Susie and Karen. What does Lady Poundcake call them?
What would she call them? Probably the neon nuisances, because they try to block her path and walk around her and occasionally step on her, and then she has to destroy their tights.
Nice. Yeah, maybe they started wearing leg warmers because you destroyed some tights and they thought that might protect it, but little did they know. All right, so as you're going on your morning stroll, trying to figure out which one of these houses you're going to jump in to see if there's a good job there, you see the neon nuances. You hear them coming before you see them, just jib-jabbing and chit-chatting with each other. And I will say, what does Lady Poundcake do? Because I will throw you this bone for our session 0 because you guys didn't decide your heist. I'm kind of planting the seed. They're one that you can kind of listen to get a little bit of inspiration because they just gossip about the neighborhood. So what is Lady Poundcake going to do when you hear them coming up behind you?
She'll probably slow down and lay down in the middle of the sidewalk and groom.
Nice. So do you feel that would be... what skill do you think that would fall into? Because it could be that you're kind of moving around and doing stuff. It could be a move. You're trying to hide in plain sight with a slick, or you're trying to kind of charm them like, oh, look, I'm cute. I was going to say cute and fluffy, but you're a sphinx. That doesn't work.
I'm cute and fleshy. I think with her, she's trying to get their attention. So probably talk, because it's more of an attempt to charm. I don't think it's move because she's not making an attempt to be active. She's come to me, peasants.
Nice. All right, so you hear them, just their little speed walking and the little of their pants as their legs rub against each other in their little tracksuits. Oh my gosh, did you hear that Becky? Yeah, Becky, they had a flood in the basement. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Didn't they have that happen last year? Yeah, the insurance guy said it was a scam. Yeah, a scam. They're trying to get more money. Oh my gosh, are you serious? So you hear them coming up, can you please do a talk check for me?
Okay. And that happens to be one of her skills, so we'll roll the d8. Maybe. Please. Oh, it rolled twice. I'm gonna go with the first one. It was 3.
Sounds good.
The second roll was not better.
And the way the checks work in this game is that on a 1 or 2 you fail and bad stuff happens. On a 3 or 4 you succeed, but it's complicated. And on a 5 or higher you succeed without issue. So your talk skill is going to go down in value by 1. And as they start to walk over, you hear them chit-chatting, and they stop and they go, "Oh my gosh, it's Lady Poundcake. She's so cute." "Yeah, but she's a little bit scraggly sometimes." "Yeah, she kind of is. I'm not gonna pet it today, but it's fine. Sup, cat?" And they just kind of give you a nod. They don't give you belly scratches or scritches like you were hoping for. And as they start to walk away, they stop a few steps away. And you hear this really high-pitched alert noise. And they pull out their phone. And they look at each other at the same time and go, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a squatcha today, again. Yeah, I'm so glad that we started walking early. Like, I just wish I could stand in a freezer for like an hour and just, I don't know, eat something really cold. Like, should we get some froyo? Oh my gosh, we should totally get some froyo. Okay, that sounds good." And they just start walking away. And it's fairly early in the morning, but you do notice that as you're laying on the ground, it's already kind of hot on the concrete, more than you'd expect for the early morning.
Lady Poundcake does not care for sunburns. She will probably head back to her home.
Sounds good. As you're heading back to your humble abode, I believe Dan was next, right?
Yep. Speedy Pete.
I'm going to say every word except Speedy. Slick Pete, Sneaky Pete, Stinky Pete.
I like to give you names that you struggle with somehow. It's awesome.
I know. I just want to take a brief moment of your time to say thank you for listening. We hope you're enjoying this session 0. If you are, can you tell a friend about NatFun or drop us a rating or review on your favorite podcast listening network? It does help people find the show. Or maybe like us on social media. It all helps us reach more Nat fans. Now let's find out what Speedy Pete is going to do. Let's find out what Speedy Pete is going to do next. So, Speedy Pete, what would you do when you wake up in the morning and are thinking about listening to figure out what heist you're going to do today?
Speedy Pete hangs out in the tree not too far from Lady Poundcake's house. The neighborhood has all these just well-manicured trees. Every yard has at least one large one in it, but he likes to head over to the park. At the park, there's obviously trees all around the perimeter of it, large fountain in the middle. The grass is kept nice and short. Not as many places to hide because of that. They do have some flower beds around and some benches and the trash cans, but he likes to go in there because the various stay-at-home moms are always out talking about gossip in the area, who's got what now. He'll notice the clothing they've got, whatever's new, trendy, and fashionable. So there's a whole lot of information to be had just observing people in this area.
Nice. So, in the park, there's this really sweet spot where there's tons of trees around this kind of circular concrete pathway where there's the playground. And there's multiple benches, and so that's where the moms sit with their strollers and just chit-chat and ignore their kids because, I mean, they're just stinky, slimy boogers. Like, come on. And where would Speedy Pete want to hang out? Like, how close would Speedy Pete want to get?
I mean, he's fast, so he's not too worried about getting close. He's been around long enough, and he's faster than those children. They're usually pretty loud and obnoxious anyway. Hear him coming a mile away, and the moms usually are pretty distracted, so he'd get right up under a bench even and hide in the shadows there.
Nice. So you get up to the bench, and these moms are super distracted, and one of them is like, "Oh my gosh, I have not slept for more than 20 minutes straight in, like, time. What is time? What day is it? Oh, Cheryl, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Oh, thank you. And you hear the kids playing, and every once in a while you hear a kid yell like, Mom! Mom, look at me! Mom! Yeah, honey, I see you. Great. Okay, uh-huh. And then you hear this jingle. And it's kind of catchy, but you swear you've heard it before, but you can't quite put your little squirrel finger on it. And then you hear the moms go, oh no, we gotta go now. And then you see some hands reaching underneath the bench trying to grab the diaper bags and stuff. Frantically reaching and grabbing, and one of them grabs a diaper bag, one of them reaches to grab a little stuffed, I'm gonna say a little stuffed squirrel. And as she grabs it, it falls over right next to you. And that hand is slow motion moving towards you. What is Speedy Pete gonna do in this moment?
I talk to the hand. No, I'm gonna move.
All right. Can I get a move check, please?
That's a D10 for Speedy Pete. It's rolling, thinking about rolling. It's a 3. After all.
All right.
The go-to number for the critters.
Seriously.
With a 3, she reaches over and she actually grabs you. How does Speedy Pete feel about this?
Not great. I'm thinking the child's hands are like sticky, and he just feels that like his fur pulling just from being touched, even not even with the squeeze or anything. Just he feels that tugging created by that adhesion between his fur and the stickiness of this hand that's now holding him.
So, because that hand is so sticky, so gross, so creepy, and tiny, I'm going to say that you are going to take... Ooh, I should have actually given this to Lady Poundcake too, but I think anytime you roll less than 5 is a little bit rough. I'm going to choose to give stress when I feel it's necessary. I am going to add a stress to Speedy Pete. Again, I'm going to have to look every time, man. And as this kid starts to pull you from underneath the bench, Mom, I got it. I got my stuffy. You hear that jingle louder and louder. And then he goes, Mom, ice cream. And he tosses you underneath the bench. And you see a sea of little feet erupt out of the playground and run towards a little jingle and a little ice cream cart.
Oof. Well, Speedy Pete's definitely taken off out of this area. I think back up to the nearest tree to try to groom himself a bit. And maybe when it dies down around here, he might head over to that fountain and get a little water to do that.
Nice. I like how Dan is asking to do extra rolls because he's a dice goblin. But I don't want you guys to whittle your dice down too much. So I'm going to pan over to Nicky Nichols. What's Nicky Nichols trying to do to pop some knuckles, bash some skulls, and figure out what he wants to do today?
Well, Nicky Nichols was walking through the park and then the kids showed up, so he hid in a tree. You know how hard it is for a rabbit to climb a tree? Well, as the squirrel's coming back, you find out he falls out of the tree. Just past swat! Just down on the ground. Are they gone? I dropped my cigar.
So as you fall out of the tree, on the ground, Speedy Pete just runs past you. He is going to groom himself, and then he's going to get some water. Like, he is ignoring you at this point. So what are you doing as this cluster of kids is running away?
Yeah, you better run. He's going to go over to the bench there, and if there's any bags or additional items of value, he's going to peruse them. He could use a few new things. Maybe he can hawk something, make a name for himself.
Nice. Well, as all the kids ran over towards the little ice cream vendor, all the moms begrudgingly had to go as well. And they just grabbed their wallets out of the diaper bags and stuff. They didn't grab everything. So you see a bag that has like some snacks sticking out of it. You see a phone. You see all sorts of cool stuff. Can you give me a tools check, please?
Tools? Hey. All right, what are my tools?
Yeah, we'll go with a tinker to have you like reach into this bag and see what you can get. Or you could do a think, because there's also analyzes under think and tools is tinker or use. What do you feel would be fitting?
either one's about the same. For him, I think he's trying to pick the right bag. He's trying to assess his environment and use his street skills. And he's going to think real hard. That's a 4 on the D4.
Oof. Wow.
Oof. Well, that's a crit, but it is complicated.
Yeah, this one looks good.
Yeah, so again, with this game system, you should get a point of stress, and I should have given one to Lady Poundcake as well. I feel like I should honor the game system until we find we shouldn't. So I'm going to retcon and say, Lady Poundcake, can you please take a point of stress for your 3?
Yes.
And that's going to be a point of stress to Nikki Nichols.
Yeah.
But you do succeed. So what do you find in this bag that has you kind of intrigued?
Trying to think what he'd think be valuable. He's not what you'd call smart. I think it's gonna be some costume jewelry, but it's like so obvious. It's like kids' costume jewelry, and he doesn't know any better. It's like crappy, like out of the quarter machine kind of stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll take this down the street. I'll make some money." And he's pretty stoked about the whole situation.
Nice. You see a little like princess tiara that's all plastic with most of the gems broken off, and like one of the main prongs is totally bent so it couldn't even stay on a kid's head, and a couple of those like little clip-on earrings tumble out of the bag as you try and first reach into it. You're like, yeah, that's right. And as you go to grab them, your fluffy little bunny tail bumps into a cell phone, which falls out, clacks onto the ground, and then this video pops on the screen. And it's some little viral video because you can see there's like all these little bubbles and flashy things kind of floating up as it's playing. And it's a seagull like walking on a street. And then it walks by like one of those little gas station shops, and the door's open, and it just walks in, grabs a sandwich, and right as it's trying to go out, the doors close. And it's trying to figure out how to open these doors, and it's like holding this sandwich pack, and it's like, throwing the sandwich, hitting the door. Someone walks by, and they actually stop, go back, wave their hand, and open the door to let the seagull go out. And you see a bunch of little smiley faces go across the screen and a bunch of thumbs ups, and then it switches to another video, and then the auto time for the screen time turns it off.
Hey, that place looks like there's a lot of stuff. Better than this stuff. Might need to knock that joint over. All we gotta do is wave at it. Good to know.
Now, where is Nikki gonna take his score of the plastic children's princess jewelry? Who's your black market dealer?
Yeah. Well, I think
Gotta be a
that
crow.
That's actually might be better than where I was going. I was thinking it was probably a raccoon. They collect all kinds of stuff. And I gotta go back to the big greenhouse over there where that raccoon is. That big greenhouse, it's a dumpster. So he runs about out of the park and down into the alley, and he's banging on the edge of the dumpster for Randy the raccoon.
And you hear some rustling inside, and then a loud thump on the lid, which kind of pops up and then crashes back down because the lid was closed, and Randy tried to jump out. It didn't work so good. And then he kind of scampers through the crack. Hey, what's out there? What's going on?
Hey, it's Nikki. I got some score, man. I got some bling. I got some ice. You gotta hook a brother up. I need some cash.
What is your guys' currency?
Nickels.
I don't know. Biscuits?
Biscuits?
I'm trying to think what between all of us.
I was kind of thinking, what about like it's not real money? It's the tokens from like a arcade, and like there's some crappy arcade we go to and get stuff. I don't know.
Or that's what it's just called. We trade in tokens at the arcade for random stuff, and that's run by the crow.
Yeah.
Ooh. So the crow's the money launderer.
Yeah, I like tokens. It's ambiguous. We don't have to get too specific with it. We just get tokens.
All right. Hey there, Nikki. I'm running kind of low on tokens today. Are you sure it's good?
It's. I just picked it up. It's hot. I need it to get off my hands, man.
All right. I'll come out and take a look. And he kind of scampers down, and you see a raccoon that has like bite marks on one of his ears. He's a fairly dark raccoon, but it's probably mostly the trash from the trash can or the dumpster that he was just in. He smells absolutely terrible, and he has a makeshift eye patch over one of his eyes. It's like a bottle cap with a string, and that's his signature thing for Randy the raccoon. All right, what you got?
I got the fancy TI with all the jewels, and I got this single balanced out earring.
You don't have the matching set?
No, this is it's rare. It's only one. That
Call it
rare.
a nose ring.
I mean, it could be a belly button. It could be the ear. It could be whatever else you want to pierce or hang. It could be a keychain for all I know.
All right. I'll give you one token, but I gotta tell you, man, it's gonna be another hot one today, and I think that we're gonna need something to be a little more valuable than this if you're gonna come back later today.
One token each? Is that what I heard?
I'll count it out for you. And he reaches underneath the dumpster, kind of like on a little side compartment. He goes, 1 for you. All that for me.
Hey, I gotta find a new fence. Alright, fine. You said you want something better on a hot day. Alright, I'll get you something better. You better have more token.
I like how we're going to treat it like it's a drug name. Like, they're not tokens. We're not going to use proper nouns and descriptors. I need a token fix,
Nikki
man.
didn't go to school and good.
I'm still stuck on, you ever seen a rabbit climb a tree?
Didn't work out. Gravity, it's the law.
Wow.
It's the only law I follow.
That's the law of gravity.
Oh, that's good. All right, I'm going to be replenishing the token this afternoon. I'm going to go talk to Edgar. So
Alright.
I'm not trying to match your accent. I'm a sympathetic accenter. I apologize.
Well, there's no accent here. You got an accent. Alright, I'll get the crew together. And Nikki's gonna run off. Token in hand.
Scamper off.
Hop on down the road, okay?
So do you guys have like a certain thing that you do to, like a bat signal to tell everyone to get together, or a certain time of day you always check in? Like, does Lady Poundcake have like a signal she puts up in the window or something?
I have an idea. You guys can totally shoot it down. But what always brings animals to where you want them to be? So I totally think there's a treat bag in the hideout, and he just crinkles it when you want to get everybody together.
I'm for that.
Listen for the crinkles.
Look at all the other neighborhood cats showing up.
Yeah, get out of here!
That or it's like an auto feeder, so it's like every day at 2 we meet because that's when the
Yeah,
auto
yeah.
feeder goes off.
Yeah, I like that. We're not real smart.
Nice.
Yeah, we just set up a time when the sun's high, and the feeder says it's time.
All right, well, it gets to that time of day. The sun is up. It's hot, especially hot behind that fake styrofoam rock that's just been taking all the humidity from the fake pool and just putting it into this small space in the grotto. And you hear that.
Time.
Of the automatic feeder. It's that time.
It's the cat, rabbit, squirrel signal.
Squirrel, yeah.
I was thinking it'd have to be like a fish feeder that's right there that they got for the pond.
Oh,
So it's always feed the pond there, the koi in
Nice.
that pond. Yeah,
I like
that
it.
makes sense. Got to get over there and get the snacks before the koi eat them all.
Nice.
They can't figure out why their fish keep dying. It's because we keep attacking their food.
Man, these things are terrible, but them fish can't have them.
And the fish, you only hear them when they come right up to the top of the water. Hey, man. Hey, man, that's not cool. What's up, man?
Why don't you come
Why
out
you
here
gotta
and
be
say
like
that?
What?
Roll to fight
Thought
the
so.
fish.
Fish fight.
All right, so the feeder went off. You have been summoned to the grotto. What are you guys thinking about doing?
Thinking about installing a sauna in here. Gonna get a towel.
I don't mind it. It's kind of nice. Did anyone else have any luck today?
Well, I heard about a flooded basement that might be a good pool.
Yeah, we got our own pond here.
Yeah.
You're gonna swim with those fish?
Only the wrong ones swim with those fishes.
You want to swim with the fishes? It's just chucking them in the koi pond.
Literally
I
swimming
am
with
writing
the
that
fish.
down
Swim!
for an episode name.
Swimming with the fishes. So I found some bling today, and I hawked it. But while I was at the park, I saw something, and everybody's complaining about being hot. This bird, you know how dumb birds is. He got into one of those convenience stores by just waving at it, and he got in. He got a sandwich out of the fridge. I'm wondering if we maybe, I don't know. That's as far as I got.
No, I'm always up for snacks, so anything beats these pellets from the pond over here.
Yeah, they're terrible. He eats another one.
I mean, I'm sure there's some delightful food at the convenience store.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah, the raccoon. The raccoon wants some, and he's gonna give us more token for it.
What's he want?
You ask a lot of questions.
Well, did you put the token into the pond for storage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I gotta do that on the way out. Stupid fish. He was getting mouthy, I forgot.
They do guard our hoard, so...
Yeah. What a freaking bunch of dragons. Yeah, no, the raccoon wanted something cold. He said it was gonna be hot. It can't be much hotter than it is in here, but yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, those people got all sorts of cold stuff in those stores. We shouldn't have any trouble.
You're pretty smart.
It is quite hot. I will likely need to get a jacket before we go to protect my beautiful skin.
It's hot and you want a jacket.
Versus a sunburn.
Eesh. Sweating through my ears here.
It's alright, we could use that as a distraction. That'll work great.
Alright, cats in coats. Probably
Yeah.
make one of them little videos about that.
You'll fit in way better than just a stray cat wandered in there. So let's get that. Let's get you dressed.
Ah,
Let's get you dolled up.
dolled up, yeah. Oh man, I should have kept that TI. Giving it to you.
It probably wouldn't have fit. My head is magnificently small.
I came out one of those little filthy little animals, so I don't know.
So now there's the dress montage. We do like a feather boa and
Yep.
some sunglasses. A
Yes!
half leopard
Yeah.
print coat.
Big sun hat.
Just giant sun hat.
I like it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so Do you guys have an idea of what heist you would like to try and do, and what score you're looking for?
Score. Always looking for score.
Well, there's the small market down. I won't call it a convenience store. They're gonna have a small market. It's just a few blocks down the street, and they have just all sorts of the necessities you have at home, and then all sorts of the guilty pleasures as well. But everything there's gonna be like organic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Okay.
we're Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say almond milk ice cream bars.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And
Like natural fruit smoothies.
European from real juice sodas, stuff like that.
Nice. I feel like we need to play on Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like Whole Foods, but not Whole Foods.
It's like Trader Joe's Whole Foods, but in just like a bodega size.
Yeah.
Merchant Joe's Organic Market.
Jeez. Boy, Merchant Joe's, huh?
Half edible.
Half foods.
I like that one. Let's go with half foods.
Half Foods all natural convenience store.
Half foods.
Everything's cut up.
I know, that's what I started thinking about.
Half is better for you.
50% off all the time.
Full price.
Full price for half as much.
Half food, whole price.
There you go.
Yeah.
Support
Sounds
local.
About right. I'm pretty sure that was their 90s marketing campaign. All right. So, we got to get the raccoon cold stuff, and the cold stuff's at the market, and the door's open. Okay, somebody smarter than me take over.
Well, what would you like from the market?
Whatever the raccoon wants. I want coins. Well, that and maybe a. No, I won't give into it. I won't give into it. I don't need a carrot. I quit. I quit. One of
It's
those
a cup of
fancy
baby
purple
carrots.
carrots.
So carrots for you.
I quit the designer stuff.
You don't have to quit if we get it for you. Then it's free.
I need another fix. All right.
Oh, I mean, he'd probably like ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got bar ice cream or the big tubs of ice cream.
Ice cream on a stick.
What do you think kind of ice cream we should get him?
Whatever you can grab.
Yeah, whatever we can get. I think he's gonna like the one on the stick or the one on the cone. You can hold
That'd be
it.
easy.
Those
Get a
cute
Rocky
little fingers. Yeah, Rocky. That sounds like a raccoon flavor.
That's fair.
Of course, at Half Foods, they're gonna call it something like bumpy terrain.
I feel like there was an ice cream brand that had raccoons on it. Let's just get him that. It's clearly raccoon food.
Man, what isn't raccoon food? Fair enough, though. All right. So we gotta get there. What do you think, though? How do we get in?
Oh, I think Lady Poundcake could probably create a bit of a distraction, either once we're in the store or before, if we need her to get us in.
Okay. Can you jump up on a counter?
I can try. It's a bit inelegant to jump. I'm used to people placing me places. But perhaps
Fair enough.
with my outfit, we could hide you, say, in a flowing skirt of some kind, and I can simply walk in. You said the door's just open.
Yeah. I think you might have move around a little bit and they open up. See what happens. Yeah, we'd have to sneak. I don't know what we got going here.
I'm not good at sneaking. I'm good at distracting.
Well, I'll be sneaking, you'll be distracted.
Yes. And I'm excellent at biting.
Yes.
All that are fabulous are good at distracting.
Fabulous. You know, funny story, my great-grandfather Rabbit came over to this country under the skirts of my grandmother on the boat.
I'm sure that was quite crowded.
Yeah, it was. Darn hops.
So, with your planning for your heist, since you don't know exactly the landscape you're going into other than the doors just magically open,
Yeah.
what jobs are you guys fixing to assign yourselves for this heist? Do you care to roll or just select?
Ooh.
I'm thinking either the monkey or the grifter. So either gonna try to get if there's an obstacle, get it out of the way, or if someone else does that, getting the item we end up finding or trying to steal here.
Because part of me, as an evil GM, wants to see what rolls you guys get, because I think part of the fun of this game is
Let's
shoving
do
a
it.
square peg into a round hole
All right, square
and
peg it.
seeing how you do it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, it's a D8.
Rolled an 8.
Hey.
You're crushing it on the rolls tonight, Dicey.
I am the grifter.
Hey, I'm the monkey.
And I'm the gearhead. Oh, I gotta get some wheels, or that's-
You are the wheels.
no, the wheels. What's a gearhead? It would be
Yeah, car guy.
You know the mechanical
driver.
systems?
mechanic. No, because there's wheels is the
Yeah.
wheels. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
mechanical
yeah,
stuff.
Gearhead's
Yeah,
the tech
yeah.
guy.
You're gonna figure out
Here.
how to open the freezer.
I
Alright.
actually need to look up what a monkey is in a gang
like a gymnast or someone who's like flexible, gets anywhere.
Oh, this should go
Uh,
very poorly.
In
You saw
Ocean's
the tree,
11,
right?
in Ocean's 11, it was the guy that was wedged into the
Yeah.
box that went to the
Okay.
vault because he could, jump around.
Jump up, and get down.
It was in my head and I couldn't do it, so thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
What are we considering a grifter in this one?
The grifter's like that person who kind of pretends to be, well, you're actually doing it already. You're like pretending to be
Yeah.
royalty, kind of charming everybody, and then doing the dirty work in the background.
Con artist who uses charm, deception, and manipulation to sleep. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you're
Nailed
already on par. You got this.
Square hole fit in the round peg.
Yeah. Jam that cat in there.
All right, so you guys have gotten to feel out your characters a little bit. We haven't started our heist yet, but right before you break in your hideout, the grotto, you put your paws in, and you're 3, 2, 1. What catchphrase do you say as you all raise your paws before you get ready to head out to
God.
this heist? And I'll leave you guys to maybe message in chat a little bit how you guys want to prep your heist. Like, what's your signature catchphrase when you are ready to go?
Where's the chat
Yeah.
button?
Oh, God. Oh, just go to the bottom and type. Oh.
Got it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Keep it straightforward.
All right, so let's do it. We'll do like a 3, 2, 1, and then we'll have, I think we'll go in the same order as your guys' initiative. We'll have Dicey, Dan, and then Matt. So we'll have 3, 2, 1, and then Lady Poundcake will shout hers out, followed by Speedy Pete, followed by Nikki Nichols and your little, send-off.
Yeah. All right.
In 3, 2, 1.
Crimes.
Crimes.
Yeah, the crimes.
And on that note, until the crimes begin for real,
We hope you can find yourself a heist, a hideout.
And some critters.
So you can loot into your own NatFun.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right.
bye!
Looking forward to seeing you.
Until next crime.
Times. Until the next crime.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I get
That's
one tonight.
good,
I got
man.
one.
Yeah, you did great.
Excellent.
That was amazing.
Come back next week to experience their epic heist to get some sweet frozen treats from the Half Foods Market. How long will it take until complications arise for Super Squirrel Speedy Pete, Fluffy Muscle Nikki Nichols, and their fashionably fearless leader, Lady Poundcake? We'll see you next Tuesday here on NatFun to find out. And if this episode has you interested in learning more about Critterforce 5 by Groove Games, you can check it out at Groove, that's GROOV, games.itch.io, where they have a variety of games and supplementary resources for your tabletop, including many for Grimwild, a streamlined character-driven cinematic fantasy RPG. We'll have a link in the show notes and on our website, natfunpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed learning this game along with us, or any of our other episodes, would you please like, subscribe, leave a rating or review, or tell a friend or two? We say it every week, but it really does help the show. We're reaching more listeners every day, and it's thanks to listeners like you. If you've already done all that and want to support NatFun directly, please check out our Patreon, where we have character stat blocks, cutting room floor clips, extra episodes, and even some merch. Plus, you can even get entered into a monthly raffle to win a free game. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to patreon.com/natfun to check it out. There's sure to be plenty of excitement and chaos in store as our fun shot playing Critterforce 5 continues next week. Hope to see you there.